Good afternoon. We're going to do a recap of today's trades, and we had 4 monster plays. And before I get started off, I'm going to show you this nifty little tool that I use from E-Trade. Let's see. It's called the high-low ticker. And what this does is it's like a it's like reading tape. You know, you have your level 2, then you have your tape up to the side. Let's see, like, see here, this tape right here. You can see the buys and sells. Well, what this does is shows you each ticker within my parameters that is making new lows for the day and it's making new highs. And it does it in real time, so it's just like your time in sales. I mean, it goes down, it goes up. And when a sell-off comes in on your tape, the tape speeds up. Well, on the high-low ticker, if it's trending down and the ticker is dropping fast, it's the new lows it's gonna speed up just like your tape. It's really handy, and I really enjoy it. I've been paying a lot of attention to it. Oh, and yesterday I noticed that Netflix was coming up. It was coming up quite a few times on there, and so I took a look at it. And when I first looked at it, I looked at the hourly. Let's see, let's bring up the hourly. Okay, this was from, okay, this is what I was looking at right here. This is Thursday's hourly. See how it's like support is right here. And this is when I was looking at it and thinking, okay, if this breaks this area, it's got a long way to drop. So let's take a look at the daily. Yeah, see, it's got a long ways to drop if it breaks this support, and plus the market's at all-time highs or close to all-time highs. And then we had the Fed yesterday, well, actually on Wednesday, and then we have all the Middle Eastern issues with Saudi Arabia and Iran, and then with the China deal and stuff like that. So every time SPY gets near high a day, the Fed kind of like scares the market, and the market ends up tanking. So I figured, okay, it's at support, and if something, a market freak out happens, that this thing is going to dump hard. So, and that was basically my thesis on what I was going to do. So this is the play right here. I grabbed Netflix 280 puts at 75 cents at 11.59, and let's see, 11.59 is right, oh yeah, right here, right when it was breaking support. This is when I was looking at it right here. But I was a little bit concerned about, okay, it's already dropped, almost $9, and I always like to think about the range. I'm like, how far the ticker has ranged, how far it's dropped already, and what the normal range is. And usually Netflix drops, I don't know, anywhere from 6 to 8, 9 points on a given day, roughly. So I was like, okay, it's pretty extended on the range, but I'm hoping that it will gap down tomorrow and the market will freak out about something. So I grabbed it here, and it did go 100%, but I was looking for it to gap down the next day. And so we got it at 75 cents, which was 11.59. Right about here. 11.59. Yeah, we got it right about, yeah, right here. And as you can see, it went up close to 100%, like 80%. Then it dropped down and ended up closing. But like I said, I wasn't worried about it, the option price going down on me, because I was looking ahead for the gap down tomorrow in the market to sell off or do something was going to freak it out, make it dump. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, it went from 75 cents to $14, and I mean, I wasn't expecting a huge drop like that. But what I was also looking at was why this was dumping the market. SPY, let me bring up SPY. SPY was channeling in a tight range right here all until about 1 o'clock. It was in a dollar range, in a tight range. And okay, I was thinking, okay, regardless how far Netflix has fallen for the day, if SPY drops out of that range, which I was, once it broke 300, which was what I was anticipating, that regardless of how far Netflix was going to drop, has dropped already, it was going to drop a lot more with SPY. SPY was going to was going to take the whole market down with it, was going to take everything with it. So that was my gamble, as you could say, that I was anticipating SPY to break down and take everything down with it, and that's what happened. So as you say, we went from 75 cents to 14 on Netflix, and while that was SPY was channeling, I also grabbed on my high and low ticker. I also saw Nvidia. That was Nvidia was the other one that came up on my E-Trade thing, and so like I said, I was anticipating for SPY to break down and take everything with it. And I got the Nvidia puts at 175 at 53 cents. What was it? 951? 951, which was, right here. When it broke down below the opening range. So I came up on my high and low E-Trade thing, and I grabbed it. What was that again? 53, I think. There we go. Sorry, I couldn't remember. Yeah, 53 at 951. So it was right in here. Actually, I bought it right at this high, and the option price went close to worthless, but like I was saying, I was anticipating that SPY was going to break the 300 mark, and once it did, it was going to take everything with it, and that's exactly what happened. It broke, and it went all the way to 263 from the 53. So that was a 500% move, and Netflix was an 1800% move because that went from 75 cents to $14. And the next one was Amazon. And I like Amazon on Fridays because the option prices are very cheap on Fridays. And I played it the same way as I played Nvidia. Was that I was anticipating that when the market got out of that trend, that it was going to drag Amazon down with it, and that's exactly what happened. But when I alerted it, I put an extreme lotto just in case it went to zero, and I was wrong. But I got it 11:18 a.m., which was right here on the chart, right there. It was at 35 cents, which was 11:18, 35 cents. Right about here. That's where we got it. And this also did the same thing. It popped up, 150%, and it came back down to a little below breaking even. But I didn't, get scared out of my Nvidia or Amazon position because you could clearly see right here on Amazon it was bear flagging for the next leg down, and like I said many times, that SPY was in its channel in that $1 range, and once it broke 300, it was going to crack, and it was going to take Amazon with it. And like I said, Amazon on a Friday, you can make big money. You can literally turn pennies into dollars. And in this case, we took 35 cents, and it went up to, I don't know what the high was on that. Let's see, it was 435. Well, it says up here it was higher than that, 449. But anyways, that ended up being a 1,200% move from 35 cents to $4.35, all from the market selling off. And that's what we'll cover next, is the SPY, which is right here. As you can see, that's a SPY right today. It was in this tight channel. 364 to 299.77. It was not even $1 range. It was under $1. It was just retesting the 300, going under, getting bought up. And I was looking at it from the point of view that the market makers were trying to suck in the longs. Okay, it's holding 300. Let's buy the dip. And everyone's buying the dip at 300, think we're going to go back to all-time highs. And they're just getting sucked in, and then I knew the more it was, as it was trending down, the more it tested 300, it was gonna dump, and that's exactly what it did. And we end up getting, I had too many puts today. I had 4 put positions, and I do not like having 4 option positions going in the same direction, because if you're wrong, you're gonna lose all your positions. But fortunately, it worked out. So we got 300 puts at 34 cents at 1208, and 1208 is right here, right at VWAP. And let's see, 34 cents was 1208, 34 cents. Right here. Right there, right on that, when it was going down. And of course, right when it tested that 300 again, it tested it and it got bought up, and the next time it tested it, it dumped hard, and that's when Trump was doing something, saying something about China. I can't remember what it was. But it dumped hard and went from 34 cents to $2.76. So that was another 800% win. So everything rested on SPY breaking that 300, because 300 was a huge psychological support, and if it broke, it was going to break with conviction, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, it just went under for a minute, and bought up, then it didn't. It ripped right under. And plus with Trump, China's little deal, that it just gave it more of a push to break through there faster, and that's what gave all the positions the monster runs it had. So, but like I said, I didn't like taking 4 put positions, but it all worked out, and it paid out big. So that was my thinking. That's how I found him, and that's how I played it. Thanks for watching.